welcome back to Rocks Fall. In continuing with my video series on like Magic the Gathering sort of stuff, I wanted to show you some more pieces from my collection. I ran across these recently. They're promo decks of every color from, I believe, 2007, 2008, 2009, something like that. I don't know a ton about these because it's a few years after I dropped out of like really playing the game, because last time I really played was like 06, 07. But yeah, these are Planeswalker themed decks. I'm really interested to see what's inside of them. So I already took the shrink off of these guys, but the decks, they're 30 card decks. It says ready to play on the back of them. So I'm wondering if the 30 includes like lands and all that stuff. So let's see. So you've got a how to play instruction manual circa 2007. Let's see if there's a date here. 2008. All right. So yeah, right in that time. Let's see. Oh, it really is just a big how to play. This is interesting. All right. All right, well, let's see what's in these things. Okay, I'm recognizing a lot of these cards from when I played. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, Dross Crocodile. That was a good one. I really like that one a lot. Throw some zombies in there. Some shades. Some more zombies. Hi, Ptolemy. It's Ptolemy. She's our resident cat cat card inspector. Well, let's not take that. Thank you. She likes plastic. So far it's a pretty ordinary deck. I'd be really interested. Yeah, okay. So nothing really to write home about. The art is very cool though. So check those out. I really like the decks themselves, like just the whole style of them. So we have green. I'm imagining that, you see the green? I'm imagining that they are all pretty much the same, obviously different colors and whatnot, but they're maybe just intro decks. I know opening these things on camera is enthralling. Okay, we'll get rid of that. We don't need that. Yeah, so I'm not seeing any like big heavy hitters or super rare cards. There's no holographics. It's just a basic themed deck. And what's really cool is I'm noticing, like I recognize most of these cards. I actually own most of these cards. They're all in my giant deck box in my garage. Okay. Our fire one. So yeah, if any of you know more of the history of these boxes, I'd really love it. Because I mean, here at Rocks Fall, we're all about that history of the games that we play. I mean, if anybody takes a look at my gaming shelf, it's just full of history of the games. I have some older pieces. And I love collecting. Oh, that's a great card. I love collecting little bits and pieces of history. So these are definitely going to go on my shelf. If I don't ever even play with them, since I have most of these cards, if not all of them, just as kind of showpieces. Ooh, he's fun. I don't remember this card. Oh, Wall of Fire, very good. It's always a good one to have in your corner. All right, some mountains. You know, the details of this game is something that I really appreciate, especially, I mean, because they could very well go like the way of Pokemon, and this is not to diss Pokemon at all. I love that game, but they could just have all the energies kind of look the same. But to make all of the lands look different, just to have different artwork, you know, theme it differently, it's just very cool. I appreciate that. It's the attention to detail in games like this that really grab me. Oh, almost got it. Man, I'm gonna have a lot of handouts for new players circa 2008 for if I ever actually play with these guys. Sarah's Embrace. Oh, that's fun. I was going through, when I rediscovered all of my cards recently, I was going through all of my old ones, and I found from my original, my very first box set that I ever got, I can't remember what the name of it was called, but it came with a Sarah Angel in shrink. It was in a little plastic container, and I never opened it. I never really found a use for the Sarah Angel. It's a great card. I just never really, I don't play a lot with white, or I didn't at the time. And it's still sitting in there in shrink. And that would have been, geez, 2002, 2003, maybe 04. So it's a very old one, just kind of, it's been sitting in shrink for the last almost 20 years now. All right, last up, we got blue. I like the little descriptions. It's all the same on the back of all these ones, but the descriptions on the front kind of hint at what each color is good at. It's awesome. You know, it's smart. If these were given out as promotional items, just like for, you know, similar to stuff like Free Comic Day or Free RPG Day, it'd be really smart for Wizards of the Coast to do that, to give out these cards that aren't technically worth anything, but build a decent deck around it. Give them out for free, get folks hooked on the game, and then they come back for those sweet, sweet boosters and pre-made decks. You got them. You know, what's that saying? Give them the first one for free, and they'll come back to you every time. Oh, that's cool. So I apologize for the wheezing that you're all likely to hear in my my videos. Ptolemy, like I said before, she's our resident cat here at Roxfall, one of 4 actually. She always hangs out next to me when I make my videos, and she just wheezes the whole time. She's fine. Don't want anybody to worry about her. We've had her checked out. She's just a noisy breather. But I also worry it makes it sound like I'm just here mouth breathing into my mic. Okay, so these are them. You know, pretty cool. Like I said, not necessarily super interesting as far as deck builds. They're very basic. They wouldn't get you very far in competition, and honestly, they wouldn't get you very far next to someone who's built a custom deck that knows what they're doing. But if you played these decks against each other, as I'm sure the intent was, by giving them to you at the, you know, the local game store or whatever, you know, you sit down and do the tutorial and play with your friends or whatever for the first time, it'd be pretty competitive against each other. And yeah, I dig them just as little pieces of history of the game. You know, like I said before, that's kind of what we're all about here at Roxfall. Fun games, fun little bits of history, showing off just some really cool and unique pieces, and these are some of them. I'm They're a welcome addition to my shelf. Anyway, thank you for watching me for 10 minutes. Just thumb through a bunch of cards while I yammered on. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think about these cards. What's your favorite color?